Like, how's your contract situation work with Barstool? Like, I gotta imagine too, with how you've grown the last like 2 years, that there'll be more and more opportunities that come about. There's also the thought of like, I've had the same thought, like being a solo creator. Like, do you go be with a business? Do you be with the network? Like, someone who owns all your rights and can monetize you, or do you do it on your own? Like, how do you balance all that stuff, and how do those conversations come about?
So like contracts. So mine. I don't want to go into detail about my contract, but I'm like from the perspective of solo versus Barstool.
Yeah. So how do you think about it? Like,
that's a really good question. It's something I think about a lot too.
Yeah.
Because people will bring it up to me too. They'll say like sometimes I'll be out with friends or whatnot, and I'll meet somebody that works for like a agency where they represent, and then they're like, oh, what does Barstool pay you? Da 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 da. And I won't tell them, but they'll say like, oh, I bet they're screwing you over, quote unquote. But here's the thing, like the solo journey is it's when you have solo versus Barstool in my mind for me. Yeah, I could go and leave and get whoever's DMing me right now for a $20,000 post on Instagram. I can do that, but here's the thing. That may not be there in a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year. Now, obviously, you can bet on yourself and whatnot, but the solo aspect is something that Barstool gives you. They allow us to be by ourselves. And I'm not talking contractually, but like they allow you to do whatever you want. I mean, I'm the face of that. I got kicked off the college football show. I got told to stop talking on a podcast. No one in Barstool history ever told me to do less videos. Nobody ever said you need to stop doing these, which they could have said at some point, no, we don't want you to do this anymore. It's like, oh, they said when Barstool took the college football opportunity or show opportunity away from me, that wasn't you can't make videos. It's like you need to go improve it. And that's what I did. Now, I also wouldn't want to go solo because I really love the team aspect of Barstool, at least at this moment. Who knows? That could change next year, 2 years, 3 years. But a lot of what I do and a lot of these stories I report on, a lot of my ideas come from collaboration with other people. And I don't know if I would have that if I went solo.
Probably be lonely.
And that was my biggest concern about people moving to Chicago, because just geographically, I wasn't invited to go to Chicago, but I could have asked, and maybe I could have gone. But geographically, my family, friends, I never wanted to go. But I was so sad because a lot of the people that went to Chicago were in the office every day. And that was like, like you would chop it up with them. And a lot of those guys that I loved making jokes with, or even seeing, like not even if I was like, Big Cat I didn't chop up with every day, but I liked seeing Big Cat every day. Because it was like, also I look at Big Cat and I know he recorded a podcast until 3 a.m. yesterday, and then he's back in the office at 9:30. Like that, you take inspiration from that, because it's like, hey, this guy who's #1 sports podcast in the world, outside of Travis Kelce, but he's like, and then he does another show. He does a daily show at 1 p.m. For 2 hours. Like he's always doing stuff, and I always saw him doing stuff, and he was always around. And I always thought to myself, how does he have that energy? And that was just because, I mean, maybe he has the energy, but like just the will to just like keep doing it. And that was like I guess my biggest thing was I just stayed alive at Barstool. No one cut me. They just said, oh, you're off the show. And then no one cut me, and they allowed me to do other things. But I went off on a tangent there, but with the loneliness aspect, I think I would be. And in New York, we still have a lot of great guys, and it's just a smaller group now, which kind of stinks, but it's like that's life. Nothing stays the same forever. It's like you
keep adapting.
It's like when you leave high school, it's like, I remember in high school, it's like you didn't want to leave high school. Like obviously you want to go to college, but it was like high school is like all your friends are together. And same with college, but like that's life. It changes.